Malachi, these are the books of the Bible. All right, sorry.
My cup of Joe.
Do not
It's black.
spill. Where's your Bible?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
It's a great question. Cold.
Wrong with you?
Hey, you
Time's
didn't even
just
bring
ticking
yours.
Away.
I got him the Bible.
Mine's right here.
Bro. Without the word of God.
Hey, you didn't even bring yours here.
You are dead. Shh. Wow, holy call out. Only God can judge me.
Oh! Oh, that'll be a heck of a topic.
Thank you for holding me accountable, though.
The Garage Gospel. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's roll. This is the Garage Gospel, the Garage Gospel.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yeah, we still don't got Reed.
It's okay.
We got Tyler, though. He's back from college from his first year at?
NMU.
Yeah. Northern Michigan University. Yeah. So,
Way up in the up.
In the
up in the up.
The Upers. Shout out any Upers watching.
Yes. Oh my God. You peers.
You peers.
For everybody that doesn't live in Michigan.
Or
The
is
UP.
uncultured in Michigan.
Yeah. One of the two. That'd be weird if you didn't know about the UP. Yeah. Anyways, we have some questions today.
Let's pull them up.
Yay.
Let me pull them up real quick.
You know?
Not just one, too.
No, we have 4.
We'll definitely get to 3 of them. I'll tell you that much. I don't know
Yeah.
if we'll get to the 4th one.
Fourth one is deep.
2 quick ones, 2 longer
Deeper
ones.
one, and then we got deeper one.
Levels.
Yeah. All right. First one, you all ready?
I'm ready.
Rip it.
All right. How important is it spending time with God in the morning? Specifically, in the morning.
Yeah. Good question.
It's good. I'd say it's important. I am personally a student and busy at work and all that jazz. So my mornings usually get interesting, but I know that I have time if I make it. So the Bible does say a lot about waking up early.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's like if you don't, you're a sinner.
Right.
But I would say there's probably something to it. Personally,
Pencil.
I think, nice job, dude. I think it'd be pretty good to watch a sunrise while you read and just
Dude,
talk to the Lord. I
yeah.
feel like that would be interesting. Different level of experience, see his nature, see his world that he created, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think it's important. I think if you can do it, I got to work on that a lot.
Yeah. So for me personally, I think the most important thing is not when you do it, but that you do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I would agree.
That's the first thing. Worry about putting it in your forming your schedule around it first.
Yeah.
I think it's best to do it in the morning because you start off on that high note. You start off in the Word, and then you're thinking about it the rest of the day instead of you just read it before you bed, which it's still important. It's still good to read it before you go to bed, so you sleep on it. Yeah. But it's also different when you read it and then go to bed, and then you wake up different day. Yeah. It's important to read it first thing in the morning and be thinking about it, dwelling on it the rest of the day. Yeah. But also, once again, the most important thing
That you do it.
is to do it, period. Verse that comes to mind is Mark 1:35 that says, "And rising in the very early morning, while it was still dark, he departed and went out to a desolate place, and he prayed," talking about Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we're that's just one example of Jesus
Jesus did it.
waking up early. It says very
A
early
lot,
in the morning.
actually.
Yeah.
He did it all the time. But that was the first one I could find. It says very early in the morning, while it was still dark.
Yeah, that's just crazy. If we're supposed to follow Jesus and do his example the best we can, obviously we can't be perfect, but like learn from his routines, especially with like having the closest and most like, this is not English, but most best relationship with God the Father.
Yeah, the best. Yeah.
Period. And he woke up early in the morning to talk with him. So I think, why not?
You got anything to add over there?
Yeah, I think that it is like so important that Jesus is it says that, hey, you're my first fruit, like giving you the best. And so in the morning, I think that that's what it's exactly pointing to, is that it's saying that Jesus, like, you're the first of my day. And so same principle that we use in tithing, where like we see all these stories like Cain and Abel, like, hey, they give me their first fruits instead of your last fruits. I think Jesus is saying that, hey, I want to be your first fruit of the day. And so, like you said, like when you're tithing your money,
I was gonna say tithe, yeah.
you
Yeah,
tithe
it was
your time.
first
like we
10%.
talked about
Do you
this.
remember? I think it was the episode you
It
were
was
here.
exactly
It probably
what we were
was.
talking
It was
about.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was like about 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Was 10% of your day.
10% of your
Yeah,
day.
that was with him. We found that fact out with
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
episode.
And so,
So like
tithing is mostly about money,
Yeah.
but
is.
also
It's
it
so
says your
good.
first 10%.
Wow.
You can also do it part of your diet, part of your time.
Yeah. And so how much more should it be your first? You know, like when you wake up, like it's so easy just to grab your phone, start looking at what you have to do, messages and emails and something like that.
Lay in bed and scroll.
Scroll. So it's like, and we do it. Like I'm saying, like I think that all of us could be like, I could be ready at, like better at doing
Oh
that.
yeah,
Actually getting out of bed instead of laying in bed for an hour and then choosing to get out of bed.
Exactly.
it's a real thing.
But I think that, I think there's no reason why you shouldn't. I think that it's your first. I
agree.
think God says, oh, that shows me that I'm a priority.
Yep.
The first thing you do normally have your priority. So it just says so much to God when
Yep.
you're like, hey, you are my priority. I'm
Yep.
giving you my first.
Even worshiping in the morning works. Yes, read His Word, but like
Start with praise.
worship and
Yes.
praise is just as much. Like that still is good. Like Dad would take us to school, and the first thing we would get is either literally worship music or we are listening to the YouVersion Bible
Yeah.
on the way to school every day.
Yeah.
And we would maybe even listen to Billy Graham.
So good. And I think
Billy
that, and
Graham.
my dad did the exact same thing, but it was just like, it also too, is like whatever you fix your mind on in the morning, I felt like that kind of changed your trajectory for the day. So it's
I would
like, if
agree.
I was fixed on things of heaven, then throughout my day, then I'm constantly aware. If it was something that I just let it run by, then I'm like, okay, like throughout my day, I'm like, it's noon. I'm like, oh, I've just thought about my relationship with Christ and reaching people instead of being the first thought in your mind. So it keeps it like aware when you're like walking with Him, when as fast as you get up, like you're thinking about, okay, like Jesus, like that's my first thought in my mind is get close to Him again. Like,
Yeah, that just kind of hits me in a way of like literally right now, of like, wow, like that actually really does testament to your faith almost, and like how much you trust Him with the first of everything.
yeah.
Because, dude, I've been victim to this. I still kind of am sometimes. Where first thing I throw on the morning is country music, Morgan Wallen, and it's unfortunately that song's about drinking, and you're like,
Right.
oh, so I'm giving all of my first thoughts and my first opinions about my day to day as getting drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so let's not do that. That's why I've kind of like not listened to like real country right now.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
just
went
haven't.
through my country playlist recently and took out all that. Like most, I shouldn't say all. There's some good.
Lainey
some songs
Wilson?
I will.
Lainey
leave in
Wilson's
there.
a great
Lainey
Christian
Wilson's
country singer.
Amazing. But
Just
yeah, I went through and
saying.
called through and
It's
went
true.
was like
I
want
think
all
Lainey, or is it Lainey or is it Ann?
No, it's anyway.
both.
I need to fact check.
There's two, both.
There's two.
You know, I went through and I sorted through and was like, which one of these are positive? Which one of these are about like Buy Dirt or something like that? Like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Songs, Buy Dirt, love that song.
Bad dude. It's a great song.
Hello,
Trying to
Lainey.
find.
shout
There
out,
it is.
hello.
It's Ann Wilson.
And Wilson.
Ann Wilson is the legit.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Christian.
Like it's not.
No, sorry. At least not through her songs.
Yeah, true.
So,
Good song.
hey, they got a good beat, but that's how they. That's how they yank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, final answer. Mornings are very important.
Yeah.
So yes, it is important, but also
The most important is just
that you
doing
do it in general is the main goal. But if you are in a spot to where you're like, I need to do it more, and is morning important? Absolutely, do it in the morning for sure,
if you can.
100%. So
All right, next one.
next one, dude, hit
Next
it.
one, it kind of follows up.
Sweet.
How much of my Bible should I be reading per day? So we're in the morning, we're reading it. How much?
So
Good question.
you know,
Once
once
the
again,
main point is that you're reading it.
I agree.
It depends.
Thank you.
Very depends. I think that like, so if you just got saved and you're like, hey, I need to start to read, right? Somebody's like, hey, I heard that I need to start reading like one of the Gospels.
Yep.
They pick Mark or John.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
They start reading the Bible. You're a brand new Christian. You're like, okay, a lot of it is going to be new to you. It's going to be exciting.
Yep.
I think a lot of fresh Christians actually devour the most amount of content.
I would agree.
Because it's brand new, or the very little because it's new in their content.
Yeah, it's
you know?
it's the other end of the spectrum. It's either like almost none or it's all. Like,
Right.
There's no.
So I would definitely say that it totally depends. I think that it is the matter of fact that you are in the Word, but it is totally up to your discretion on what time it is. I know people that are like, if I don't have an hour with God in the morning, like I feel like I'm not who I am supposed to be. And I have people that have like, I spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the Word of God, and like I'm fueled up and ready to go. And so I think that as you get closer to Him, it won't be so much a chore, but actually just part of your day, because you're like, I am full in the morning when I spend time with Him. And it doesn't matter the amount, but I think that the time almost gets faster. Like it's like, holy smokes, an hour just went by,
Oh yeah, I've been
And
there.
so it shouldn't be about making it a time limit, or else I think you miss God's heart.
Or a verse.
Whoa. Say that again.
I was like, it shouldn't be about a time limit, or else you've missed the point. It isn't the check mark, it is the connection with Him that's important.
Are we saying it's
So-
not about minimums?
I don't think it's about minimums. Yeah. So the easy thing would be to say, hey, read a chapter a day. Keeps the devil away. I would say probably not.
Yeah.
It's a constant, life with Him. So
Chapter a minute. Keeps the devil away.
yeah, literally.
That'd be very impressive.
Constant
If you
reading.
could,
Yeah. But like you said, it's totally what works for you. And I think that everyone's convictions are going to be different on this.
100%.
And you will be held accountable to kind of how you walked it out with Christ. And so if you're doing what it takes to make sure that you're connected with Him and something like that, it shouldn't be okay, my timer's set for 5 minutes. When this goes off, I'm done. But I think that you should give God a chunk and you should use it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, it's not like an exam. There's no time limit. It's not a test. It's not how much you know. It's spending time with somebody.
Yeah.
It's deciding, hey, I'm gonna dedicate a day.
I don't show up to this guy and be like, all right, 15 minutes,
Then I'm
let's talk.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I have something to do after, and so I'm like, hey man, around this time, I'm gonna leave.
I gotta go.
Right.
But I'm free
That's
until
good.
then.
That's good.
Yeah.
But I'm never just like, you got 15 minutes of my time.
Yep. It's not an interview. It's not
at
it's
all.
not an interview. It's not a job interview. When we say it reads your heart, God reads your heart. It's not a job interview. It's Him seeing how you are right now, and Him going, oh, so let me tweak this because this is not who I made you to be. It's Him seeing, hey, no, this is not true. This is.
Yeah.
So that's it's very good to find whatever your convictions are. Like an hour a day, 5 minutes, whatever you need to actually be ready. And your time with the Lord is okay, I feel good. And even if it's a verse and then you get stumped and you're chewing on it, that takes the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You're good there. I've had so many instances where I've had to chew on a verse. Our saying is, I gotta dwell on that.
Yeah.
We gotta dwell on that. So again, really depends on who you are and what's up. What's your relationship with God look like right now? So that's legit. That's a good question. I like it though.
All right.
I still like it. Are we to the deep ones
I
now?
think we're down to the deep ones. All right.
Alrighty.
Hopefully you're warmed up now. There
Hopefully
we
We're
go.
warmed up,
a
we're
little
ready
bit
to go.
with some smaller ones. All right.
Good.
You all ready?
Practical. Important.
Let's crack this open.
Alrighty.
What's up with Samson just letting Delilah cut his hair? How do you interpret that part of Samson's story? Now, I'm going to hand it off to him in a second. What we're talking about mostly is in Judges 16. It's the story of Samson and Delilah. But to fully understand it, you got to know who Samson is,
Yep.
which is back in 13.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit Judges 13 for a bit, and then we will jump all the way to 16 and really start talking
Go
about
read
it.
all three of those chapters.
read
Four of those chapters.
All of the Bible.
Yeah, obviously.
But
if you want to know his story, then.
Oh, yeah.
But
So again, Samson is a guy that is really known for super strength. Really, that is his divine gift. I'm also trying to actively find where the whole prophecy is given, and it's a little difficult.
it's at the end. It's at the end.
The Lord appeared to.
The Lord appeared no more.
So a little bit of backstory.
Yeah,
so,
you go. You go while I find.
Samson obviously is a Nazarite. So there's a covenant with the Nazarite people that God has, and it is to not cut their hair, not touch a dead body,
Correct.
and not to drink wine or alcohol. And this voids the covenant that God has with the Nazarite people. So God, early on to Samson's birth, is that he was going to be a leader and a judge over.
I found it.
Go ahead.
So the Lord appeared, an angel of the Lord appeared to the woman, which is Samson's mom, and said to her, Behold, you are barren and not have borne children, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Therefore, be careful, and drink no wine or strong drink, and eat nothing unclean. For behold, you shall conceive and bear a son. This is to her specifically, and then it says, No razor shall come upon his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb, and he shall begin to save Israel from the hand of the Philistines. That's all he says. And then the woman came and told her husband. So, already, straight from before even birth,
He's been called.
he's already called to be
Very specific calling.
this leader and judge for Israel, and have certain boundaries that he sticks to and certain guidelines that he will live in. Again, Nazarite vow, all the things he just said. So now we jump to 16, because that's the covenant there. No razor, no alcohol, none of this stuff.
No touching.
No touching dead bodies.
Anything unclean.
Don't eat anything unclean. This will all come to fruition, by the way, if you read through. You will see that he does drink wine and strong drink and get drunk. He also touches unclean bodies. Yeah. He touches a lot of dead things.
Yeah.
He eats unclean animals
Yeah.
for the Nazarite vow. Yeah. He does all of them. And you're like, he did not do. This dude is a failure by that standard. But God still uses him, which is wild.
That's right.
So, 16, sir. We can jump into 16 here.
Do you want to, Tyler, you want to summarize it real quick?
Oh, of 16?
No,
Yeah,
16.
for sure.
The title specifically.
Oh, yeah. So right at the top of 16, so Samson went to Gaza.
Yes.
Yeah, and he saw the prostitute there, and so he went to her, and they were told Samson has come here, and they were surrounded in a place to ambush them all night. You know, they kept quiet in the night, saying that we'll wait till light so that we can kill him. But Samson lay there till midnight and rose the hold of the kind of the city gates, and there was 2 posts there, and they pulled him against them. And so after this, he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, and I think her name was Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I can't read this. I can't read this without thinking
So
that
we were
song.
literally just thinking about this beforehand, and we started reading Delilah, and Cam's over there going, Hey there, Delilah, what it's like in New York City. And we didn't even know the song, but he did know it, so we did listen to that, actually setting it up for you guys.
Oh, man.
Different Delilah, not the
same.
Not the
If
same.
it's the
To
same
clarify,
Delilah, we have problems.
We have problems.
Yeah.
However,
That means Samson lived how many years ago when that song was made, dude? That's a problem.
what
but
it's
yeah.
like in New York City.
Turns out Samson made the song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey!
Wait
Hold
a
on.
second. Anyways, yeah, so Samson fell in love
I'm gonna
with
might
this-
need to dwell on that. I might need to dwell on
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
That's
Anyways,
deep.
Samson fell in love with this woman named Delilah. And 4 times actually, she asked, let me pull out the actual
The actual verse.
verse.
Yes,
Please tell
Delilah's a
me,
prostitute.
please tell me where your great strength lies and how you might be bound that one could subdue you.
Again, because Samson followed this covenant, he had immense strength.
Yeah.
The dude was the most powerful dude in Israel. Like, he was insanely strong. As you read in the previous chapters, he literally killed a lion with his bare hands. Like, he would do things not a normal human could do. He would absolutely destroy how many
How about
Philistines?
a jawbone of a donkey, and he took out 1,000 men.
Yeah,
So
with
if you
jaw.
go into 15 and 14, you'll read some of when the Lord's strength would come upon him. He wiped up 1,000 guys
with a jawbone
with
of
a
a
jawbone
donkey.
of a donkey.
That's also
Of a donkey.
That's also
Not like
a
a tiger, nothing, just a donkey.
that's,
donkey.
that's a little bit of a jab saying, hey, yeah, he's touched dead bodies. He's not doing good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
So, yeah, it's just wild stuff. You're like, holy crap, I can't imagine. So,
But Delilah asked that 3 times. Where does your strength lie? And 4 times, sorry. And 3 times Samson lies to her.
Yeah. So he goes, if you'd get fresh bowstrings and tie me to the chair, and you call for the Philistines, and then I will, this will take away my strength.
It'll hold me back.
And he's like, oh no, if you get new ropes and you tie me down, and then this will give me. And then he goes, no, if you tie my hair into a loom and you braid it into the back, then my strength will be taken from me.
And you got to remember, he can actually braid this because like no razors ever touched his head,
floor
so
at
his
that point.
hair is just flowing.
Yeah.
Flowing.
And all those things were tested and they never worked.
All those things were tested. Every single time he told her, the next day,
Next morning,
some
he woke up
Philistines,
and he was tired.
Nazarite.
So it's safe to say that Samson kind of knew what Delilah was getting at.
Anyone would kind of put 1 and 2 together and know, but he kept her around, just because he thought
Interesting
he
stuff.
thought it was all him. He thought he was it.
He's
he
like,
thought
oh,
he
this
was
girl,
this,
this girl likes me because she's chasing after my
she
strength.
likes me.
Yeah,
So
so
strong.
yeah, no, it's wild. But again, he doesn't know why she wants to know where his strength comes from. But he should be catching on.
I would argue that he kind of puts 1 and 2 together and knows, and at least has some sort of idea that
Yeah.
whatever he tells Delilah, those Gazites will end up trying to do.
Yeah. And again,
And it's his pride that
for some reason, he doesn't catch on that like 1 + 1 = 2, and like they're trying to kill him. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to get this guy.
Which,
Well-
because Delilah figures this out, she gets paid.
Yeah, she gets
This is
paid.
heavy, and it's like 1,000 pieces of silver, or it's
Each.
1,100 each.
Each.
So it's like
From
when
each
you
person.
think about it. So Jesus was betrayed. For
How many
like,
people
what,
were there?
30 pieces of silver.
like this is
Delilah's balling out. All right, I don't think we know if this is compared to like U.S. currency. 30 pieces of silver was enough for Jesus to be betrayed. Delilah's getting paid 11 bandos.
I'm actually gonna need to do all
I need
that.
to know the conversion. Somebody needs to convert that right now. Pieces of silver in the Bible to USD today.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd never put that together. That like 30 versus 1,000 each. Like Jesus was sold for like
In each. 30 pieces
Nothing.
of silver. Yeah.
compared to what Delilah
Even-
was
and
paid
the-
to betray.
Even Joseph was sold in the same for
Yeah.
like 20 pieces of silver.
Yeah. Wild. Delilah's getting 1,000 for each guy to get to betray Samson. That is outrageous.
Well, we didn't know this episode was going to about the pay gap between genders. Apparently, just kidding. I'm
this
kidding.
is kind of reverse of the.
It is. It's backwards. It's flip flopped. So, women,
What's
there
funny
you
is
go.
the
Read
entire
your
culture
Bible.
never believed in that.
Dude, she's
Oh gosh, women were not treated great back then.
No.
dude.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
I
no.
got
Oh,
Delilah
that's crazy.
1,000 shekels each.
shekels. Yeah.
Came out to 55 shekels total, which is around 90 grand.
5,500.
It's
Nine-
55 to 80 plus
55 to 80 grand
and higher.
to betray
lot of
this guy.
people do. Yeah. Okay. That's a good chunk of change.
That's a very good chunk of change.
She would be set for life.
In that time? Oh yeah, 100%. Now America, that's like
Back now.
that's a month.
On track. Yes, seriously.
Let's not get into that.
That's the SUV that you're driving right now.
Yeah, that's the truck. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
But anyways, the
Anyways.
4th time Delilah asks, Samson finally tells her, "It is in my hair. If you cut my hair, you take a razor to my hair, that is where my strength lies."
all the strength is gone.
And it doesn't say for sure, but I'm guessing he knew what was coming, and he just like, no, I still think it's me. Like I still think my strength is me. It's not actually my hair. If you cut my hair, it won't change anything.
Yeah.
Because you've seen this play out 3 times.
Yeah. So almost blinded by his ignorance and his pride has gotten so puffed up in
And also-
that it is me, that it's actually almost blinded him from the fact that the first thing, where my strength from is the covenant. And I think a lot of us today are so puffed up in our ego that we're actually binded by like, oh, it isn't me actually. God has made a covenant saying that, hey, you are my son, And so there's a
I
lot
have
of
a mission
times
for you.
where favor follows the people of God who are faithful and obedient. The Lord blesses those who are obedient.
Yep.
And so we kind of see this that applies in all of our lives. Like if we are not obedient to God, like things happen. So he gets so skewed away from what the covenant originally says.
Literally
that
breaks
he
every
thinks
single
it's
one.
him, breaks them all off. He's like,
He's
oh,
like, I
it's
still
all
got
me."
strength, so it's on me, bro.
And also, to add on to it, every single time Delilah's, how can you say you love me
Yeah,
and then lie to me?
Are we gonna get into
And
the
that
deceiving bit
lust,
here?
that lust for her
yeah,
fault makes him fault.
yeah.
And I do love you. I lust over you, and I want to keep you in my life.
Yeah.
I don't want you to leave. And so this is the truth.
So what's the difference between love and lust, Cam? We've talked about this
We've
many
talked about
times.
this several times. Go back and watch it, other episodes because we are running out of time.
We are. I wasn't doing that for an actual explanation. I was just saying, hey, we've done that.
We done did that one.
So, yeah, the
And so
deceiving bit of saying, how can
his
you
hair,
love me?
Yeah. And so Delilah calls the guys, and Samson's hair gets cut. And Delilah wakes him up. The Philistines, they're here, fight them. And he goes out, and it says in verse 20, do you want to read that? Or do you want me to read it from the ESV? 16, verse 20.
Yeah.
It says, and she said, the Philistines are upon you, Samson. And he awoke from his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times and shake myself free. But he did not know that the Lord had left him.
That's a scary statement. Did not know the Lord had left him. So, you know the saying when we say, when you have no conviction, there's a problem? Conviction's a good thing. Yeah. Conviction happens when you're like with the Lord. And like when you don't have conviction, you're in a very scary spot. Because now you're in a spot of like, oh, whoa, I am now very, very not sensitive to the world things and sin. And so like, uh-oh. And he obviously had no conviction. And he did not know the Lord has left him. Which is very, very unfortunate for him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is super good because I mean I think a lot of times we're going through life and we're like, oh, the Lord said this, like He said, I'm taking it head on, and a lot of times that we need to sometimes slow up and be like, okay, wait, hold on, Lord, like, is this actually your will for my life? Is this what you're supposed to be doing? And that ego, that pride, had blinded him so further that he could not even recognize that the Spirit of God has left him. Mm-hmm. And like, there's no scarier thing than I think that you stepping out from the underneath the protection of the hand of God. And a lot of times that He's like, hey, I think that, you know, if you want to do it on your own, a lot of times God's like, okay, hey, do it on your own. Because He knows at the end of your road, He's just like, you can't do it without Him, you know? Yeah. And so he'll turn you over to the thing that will probably lead you to the end of yourself.
That free will.
To then find Christ again.
Dude.
And be like, oh man, I need you. You know?
It's all to free will.
It is. He loves you because He's a loving God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But go back to the question, how to interpret it.
Yeah.
Your pride and your lust will blind you to what the Lord has in store.
Again, not the only things, but in Samson specifically.
In Samson,
That's
how
what
we interpret
it
his
teaches
question.
you, for us at least.
But anyways.
Yeah. Which is so crazy.
Stay
'cause
true to
then
God's covenant.
When he's captured, his eyes then are
gouged
gouged out. Which is, then we were talking about this is not only like spiritually symbolic and physical, like in symbolic and physical aspect of it, but his ability to see was actually taken from him when his lustful eye caused him to sin.
Yeah.
And then his spiritual eyes had been blind because he couldn't even recognize God. And he's shackled there, and you can go on to read the end of the story on your own.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
does. end
We
up
low-key,
pulling
we
down
should
the
have
temper.
done that one question alone. We could keep going on.
Yeah.
So good.
No, yeah,
But
because like
we
he
gotta-
needed no sight to trust God.
Yeah.
With sight, he could not trust God
Yeah.
for some reason, which that
Yeah.
baffles me because when you can't see God face to face, it's kind of like you kind of feel that weight of like, I don't know if it's true, but yeah, it's crazy.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.
For the rest of your day.
Peace out.
Peace.